this. See how it turns out on the Cayo Perico solo, so that I can, as quick as I can, and make most money using the Elite Challenge. Problem is, I didn't start. Normally, you want to start in hard mode. If you don't know how to do that, you have to look it up on YouTube. But let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and use the long fin boat, or tail first. Go grapeseed.
Spit to me, my darling. You get used to it down here, yes? I do not even smell the smell anymore. Goodbye.
So, we are going back. Again. You know, in Russia we have say, heaven is place where you can drink same glass of vodka. Twice, huh? How many times is it now, Capitan? I have lost count. We use our usual reconnaissance approach. Smuggler plane. I have one already located. On your GPS now.
Go to the wrong place. Come on there. If you're gonna shoot these guys with your missiles, be careful not to shoot your plane. You hiding behind the propeller? Seriously? Get down.
The plane is where I said it would be, yes? Good. I have sent you coordinates. It is a long journey south, but you are familiar by now, yes? There will be blows on the plane. I suggest you change on the way. And leave your weapons on board. After what happened to Mr. Rubio, if the guard finds you have come armed, this will end very quickly.
I hear a lot of people say fly real high, it makes you fly faster. I don't think it does. I don't think you fly really any faster going way up. I think you waste more time getting way up in altitude than you do just gradually going up.
Paring, esperen ahí. Why can't you assholes be on time for once, eh? Arms out, let's go.
You know, there's many places that you can get loot outside the compound as a solo, doing it as a solo. But the airport is the easiest place to get it from, and there's usually enough here to fill your bags. You can find, I mean, the order of preference for secondhand loot outside the compound is cocaine as priority, and then weed, and then cash. The amount of money difference is not much, so if all you can get is maybe a cocaine in here and a couple of cash piles, it's easier to just take what's in here than it is to go looking around for more cocaine and other stashes. So I don't bother going to other places to try to get better loot, because it doesn't come out to be that much more money. The time is what makes the difference here. You can run this a lot quicker just. And the reason I go ahead and take pictures of everything is because it puts it on the map. If you don't take a picture of it, it's not on your map. And run over and check this other hut. So I got 2 piles of weed, 2 piles of weed, and 3 piles of cash. That's more than enough to fill my bags. So I'll prioritize by making sure I get both. I'll come over here and get this stack of weed first, then run back over to the other side and get that stack of weed, and then finish filling my bags with cash. Now all we got to do is go hit the tower. And be careful you don't get knocked off your bike doing this shit. Go behind that camera.
They may have moved the signal box this time. Could be up on the tower.
I've been told if the guard is on the ground over here outside the pen, then that means it's up high. If he's not there, then it's on the ground. So for anybody that doesn't understand how this hack works, I'll explain it to you real quick, or try to. So on the right-hand side, there's multipliers. The X, 2 slash marks, and a single hash mark. X is a multiplier of 10. A double hash mark is a multiplier of 2, and a single hash mark is the multiplier of 1. So up at the top is your target figure. You want to get a total of 104 points. You take, so for instance, let's say the 60. 6 times 10 is 60. I don't know how this is going to work. Let me see. 62. No, it doesn't work. Oh, no, wait a minute, I'm sorry. There you go. 2 times 1, 9 times 2, or 9 times 10, and 6 times 2.
The app is on your phone.
Hope that makes sense. So now you run through and you look, see what kind of loot you got. Since you can't get anything inside the compound, you don't need to scan anything except your main item in the compound. You might also want to check inside the office and see if there's any paintings. Because if you've got crappy loot at the airport, you can always pick up a painting. Painting takes up half a bag, so if you want to make sure that you have enough room in your bag to get a painting in it. And of course we got the tequila. Tequila sucks. This is the basement, which we can't get in there anyway. But in this office, there's a painting right there on that blank spot on the wall. Sometimes there's a painting will spawn there. And on the blank spot, or that painting over there. So we have a painting we have access to. I could fill my bags with half a bag of cocaine and then come in here and get the other half with that painting, which is probably what I'll do. We got everything we need, so I'm going to back out. And I don't need anything else, so I'm going to kill myself. So 15 minutes to get the first portion of this thing done. The rest of the preps take considerably less time. They're all around 5 minutes or so, I think. 5 to 10 minutes. Another little tip: when you move when you come out of this, you order your sparrow right there where you landed. From right here, order your sparrow. It will come over and spawn over to your right inside the fence. If you move around, it wants, like for instance, if you move this way or something, sometimes it'll spawn outside the fence. So I always just spawn it right there where I land. And also you want to call in your submarine while you're out. There we go. And that'll spawn the submarine right over to the right of the airport. Oh, I'm in the lobby. I should have gone into a private lobby. Alright, for the preps, I always do the long fin boat. If I'm doing it solo, I'll do the long fin boat. If I want to do it with somebody else, then I'll go ahead and get the submarine. And we're just to enter right there at the compound. But if you're doing it solo, you're going to get the boat so you can go down to the airport and get your loot first. This fog is horrible.
One of Mr. Rubio's smuggler crews has been caught. This is good news for two reasons. First, it will annoy him very much. Second,
This is ridiculous.
he can seize their boat and use it to approach the island as if we were one of his own. The police have not taken it to secure location yet. It is still on a trailer outside the station. We act quickly, we can just drive it away.
Alright, so you want to park down the street from the police station. If you get around the police station, you'll alert the cops. They'll want to start shooting at you and shit before you even get started. So park just down the street. Send your helicopter back. And then order your Phantom Wedge. That stupid thing.
Sometimes, Captain, I think you are more planned ahead than me. Nice to
Now, what I would suggest, you don't have to do this, especially if you know the route and you know your way around real well. I would go ahead and set a waypoint so that you don't, because in the mix of things you're going to kind of get, especially when you're first starting out, you might get a little confused as to which way to go and where you're at. Just set you a waypoint down there to where you're going. I'll run over here, and you're not going to fight these cops because they'll kill you. You might as well just back straight in there. Back up to the boat and pull out. If you need to, you can use the X button to duck. Keep them from shooting you. Don't bother fighting with anybody, just haul ass. You gotta be careful you don't mess the truck up, because if you get jackknifed, it'll unhook the trailer and then you'll be screwed trying to rehook it with all the cops shooting at you. And you don't want the cops to kill you because they'll repo your truck. So your boat will be sitting there without a truck attached to it. So you have to lose the cops in order to deliver this thing. And losing them with this trailer is just pretty much impossible. So that's the reason I'll go ahead and set the waypoint to where I'm going, which is going to be down here at the docks. And then once I get here, you kill yourself, and the cops go away, and you'll be able to just sit on the delivery spot. So right here with that, right here, you park on this spot right here, Run away from the truck a little bit so you don't damage the truck. Get your... Kill yourself. Boom. There you go.
I have contacted the docks who will get the boat ready and keep it until the big day. Disguises are already arranged. Smugglers are very easy to impersonate. I love clandestine operations.
So if you notice, the yellow ring is right under the truck. That's the delivery spot. All you gotta do is get in the truck and it delivers. Oh, you can't see the ring. But it will be. There it is. And it just delivers. There you go. 23 minutes for the first 2 setups. Alright. And I like to do the rest of these with my terabyte or my crotch bike, rocket bike, whatever you call it.
You are a true professional, Captain.
You can park these rocket bikes on the front of the sub, but you have to be careful how you park them. You park it here from the front right here. Try to park it in the center best you can, right on that square. And when you get off of it, it needs to be sitting flat. If it leans over or something, get back on it and make sure it sits back up flat. It ought to sit there for quite a while without falling off the sub. You don't need long. Next thing I usually do is the guns. Buy my suppressors. And then I want to do the conspirator. I like the conspirators loadout. And I hate this Merryweather one, so I'm going to go ahead and try and see if I can get a different one. One way to get a different one is you can just come over here and shoot the Merryweather chopper down from the sub. But a lot of times it'll want to give it to you again, and I've had it give it to me about 4 times in a row, so depends on how much time you want to waste messing with it. Sometimes it's faster to just go ahead and go do the mission. I just hate this one because I hate having to sit and wait on that helicopter. Give it just a second to reset.
That was not good. Come, we regroup.
I find if you give it a second to reset, sometimes it'll go ahead and give you a different mission. If you try to go back immediately, a lot of times it'll just keep giving you the Merryweather one. Yeah, it's going to keep giving it to me, so screw it. We'll just go out and do the missions, I guess. Seems like it throws that Merryweather up about 85% of the time, if not 90.
Say what you like about private military contractors. They have good taste in high-end, off-the-books weaponry. You know Merryweather, yes? They are doing training exercise with new batch of firearms. Location is top secret. We will need to start at their base and follow some of their men.
There's only about, I think there's about 3 different spots that they could be going to. When you're following the helicopter, there's about 3 different places that they go. So if you know where those spots are, you can get an idea of where he's going to go by just looking at a line of sight of which direction he goes, and then you can just go to the spot. You can sit over there and wait for him. Come on.
Is that Merryweather copter I see on the radar? Perfect. It could lead you to them. Stay with it.
Alright.
All new weapons and tools. It is labor-intensive, Captain. But
So the direction that he's going is directly over the top of that mountain right there. So he's probably going over around Grapeseed. So I'm just going to go. I'm going to go ahead of him and wait for him.
You know, I once worked alongside American private security company. It was after this I swore I would never again leave my submarine.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. He's going over here. There's a little place over behind one of the stores or something. You can tell you're in the right spot when you get there. There'll be a bunch of red dots down there shooting. Merryweather guys down there shooting. Not necessarily at you, but they'll just be shooting in general. Where is it? I forgot where I'm at now. I've lost it. I can't remember where it's at. Oh well. Wait on the helicopter. It'll be here in a minute. Oh, there it is. It's over here. Back behind this store right here. And you can see the guys are over there. There's a big old Avenger. So you don't want those guys hitting on you when the helicopter shows up. Otherwise that helicopter will shoot at you. You want to be clear of them. helicopter starts shooting at you, I don't think you can. I think you scrub the mission. Just like that, the Valkyrie just shot me. All right, well.
Found them. And is this an Avenger they are using? I am impressed. My guess is the weapons are on
I gotta get some health before they kill me. All right.
Let's take a look inside that Avenger. That must be where we will find the weapons.
Let's take it apart.
Here for weapons. The quicker and quieter, the better. You have the weapons, yes? Good, because it would seem the Avenger did a little takeoff while you were not looking. I suggest you do not stick around for the landing. Maybe get some fresh air, huh? All in a day's work, yes? Now bring them home.
I'll go ahead and call the Kazatka over here because it's closer to just fly over to the east. I'm gonna have to remove the sub, so I'm gonna send my bike back. Because if you move it with the bike on there, it just destroys it. Alright, we got our approach vehicle and we got our weapons. Now all we need is the 3 pieces of equipment. Plasma cutter, fingerprinter, and cutting torch.
The drainage tunnel then, Capitan. A clever approach, but with one problem. Stainless steel grate on the entrance. We will need cutting torch to get through this underwater. Many construction sites have them. Should be easy to find. Only one complication will be the armed guards. Apparently, such equipment is often stolen in this town. Construction sites. If you wear hard hat, everyone assumes you are supposed to be there. The torch will not be lying in the open. It will be in storage somewhere, a toolbox or something. Or perhaps this is time to practice staying out of sight of armed guards. So, I deduce from the sound of gunfire that you have not gone for this stealthy approach. Fair enough.
I was just going to grab the helmet, but since I landed the helicopter in there, it set them off, so... Gotta go kill them all real quick. Die. Alright. Find our torch. There it is, right there. Look at that, first box. If you have trouble getting it, run away from the box and run back. Sometimes it glitches and you can't get away.
Bring it back to me and I will store it for final operation.
Don't waste your time fighting with these guys because they just continue to respawn and they'll kill you. Just get away.
Sorry, yes? We leave behind a single piece of the jigsaw. Mr. Rubio will finish it.
I landed it. Calm down. 41 minutes. Still got 2 more preps. I'm going to swap up and get my oppressor, because it's a whole lot easier to do this with the oppressor.
The fingerprint scanner we saw in Mr. Rubio's office is state-of-the-art. Ordinary hacking tools is out of the question, so we have only one option. We find the fail-safe tool. This is the backup which allows for reconstructing Mr. Rubio's fingerprints in emergency. by the cameras, you will have element of surprise, yes?
This, you don't need to kill the cameras in here because they're going to see you regardless when you go into them.
I told you. Now the security team will be
It doesn't do any good to try to hide from any of these guys. And you get over here and hide or they will kill you.
have seen you. It will be safer not to leave witnesses.
That guy behind the corner is always kind of a pain in the butt, so I use the atomizer. Oh, he got me. Damn it. Damn it, come on, dumbass. Get out. There we go. Oh, shit. Come on. I didn't mean to run out.
Find the terminal. Anything. A laptop will do. We must hack it and find the archive's current location. I know what you're thinking. Hacking into a cybersecurity system is like pissing into the wind, yes? Well, if I were American, I would agree with you. It worked. We have the location of the archive.
Well, god damn.
I should finish this in just over an hour and 5 minutes, something like that. Oh, duh.
You are approaching it now. Watch out. This place will also have CCTV. The tool you are looking for will be the size of a credit card. Look for something with antennae. Did you find it? I strongly suggest you do not wait around.
Who is that? I got in here, but whatever.
Now, Mr. Rubio's display case is not as simple as it seems. Bulletproof, bomb-proof, you name it. We will need to use perfect tool, plasma cutter. But such a tool is very easy to trace, and I think you would agree we do not want Mr. Rubio tracing us, yes? But I have a solution. Minimatrazo has given us lead, a gang planning very intricate robbery. They have plasma cutter at their safe house, and we know where it is. Full ahead, Captain. You know, Captain, I look back at my career and ask myself why. The robberies conducted, the assassinations carried out, the insurrection supported or crushed, the late nights, the early mornings, the fatigue, the diet of red caviar and navy wine, the endless vitamin D supplements. But of course, you ask yourself the same question, yes? And you give the same answer. Okay, you are in location, but not in gunfight. Nobody home? Perhaps they have started the job sooner than anticipated. Look around. There must be some plan, some document that will give clue to where they are. Something I can cross-reference. All I need is a photograph. Perfect. Now give me a moment. Got them. Sending you coordinates now.
This is why I like having the rocket bike for this particular mission, because you don't have to get off the bike to complete it. You can swoop in and pick up the package on the bike. But you do have to go down here first and arrive at the yellow dot so that it recognizes you're there. Once you do that, then you go back around to the other end. Come over here and shoot these guys. And roll right over here. Pick up the package and fly out.
This shooting sounds very encouraging. You have the plasma cutter? Just get it back here and watch your back.
Alright, about 54 minutes to do all the preps. That's even with my things that slowed me down. So that's the final prep. I'm going to go ahead and send my bike back to storage. And time to start the mission. Or the heist, rather. Alright, we got a long fin for the approach vehicle. Infiltration point is going to be the main dock. Compound entry point will be the drainage tunnel. Escape point is the main dock. Time of day, I like daytime. Do whatever you want. That's it. I'm not going into the main dock, I'm just using it as an entry point. I'm going to turn around here, go down to the airport. Oh shit. I'm missing my turn here. So when you park in here in the corner, if you'll park your boat at a sideways, the more you can park that thing cockeyed in that corner, the better it is. Keep it from floating away. Alright, so a lot of times you're going to need to loot from both of these. I usually start right here. That guard is pointed the other direction, so I'll wait on him to get down past that corner. There's a camera right up there. I want to kill that camera, but I got to wait for him to get away from it. Once he walks away from it and gets sufficiently away, I can go ahead and kill it. Then I'll run down here and I kill him. Now if you want to, you don't have to, you can cut your way into here and you can go cut off the power and the cameras by doing that. There's two panels in there you have to kill. I'm only going to kill one more camera, so I don't need to do that. There's a guy over there that I'm fixing to kill. He's pointed the other direction. I need to kill the camera. Oh, the camera's not there. Huh. Okay. So while he's pointed the other way, I gotta kill him. He's fixing to turn around. Boom. There we go. Normally there's a camera right there. You need to snipe that camera down. So this is weed. Oh, that's not. I don't even want this. I want the cocaine on the other side. Or no. Okay, so it's two weeds. This is why I take pictures so I remember what's here. I'm gonna go ahead and just collect the two bags of weed, or one bag in partial. I'm gonna fill my bag halfway up. And then for the other half, I'm gonna pick up a painting in the office. And when you come out of here, you got to come back over to this little corner, jump up the low side of the wall. The wall's shorter there. And get over here and catch this dude. Now, if we needed to, some people may not know this, you may need to use that forklift right there to pick up this pallet, and you want to park the forklift with the pallet all the way up in the air right there, even with that box, so then you can jump up on the forklift and down that box and climb out of there, climb up into the top. But I don't need up there, so I'm not going to do it.
Kill Americans with your self-sufficiency, infiltrating private islands on your own, in Russia, we bring friends, and our friends bring bags. More bags.
So I'm only gonna fill my bag up halfway,
Next time, yes?
and I think that's probably about half right there. If not, I'm gonna. If that's too much, shit, I think I may have put too much in there. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it all the way up. I was gonna try to get that painting, but if I've got too much in here, that painting won't fit, and then I'm stuck and can't fill my bag up. I'll finish it off with money. This is what I would typically do anyway. Normally I don't have paintings to go get, so. And back to the boat and onto the compound.
You know, a man like Mr. Rubio, he would rather die than abandon his expensive taste, no matter how many times he is robbed. In Russia, we call such men ATM.
See how far my boat is? I didn't get it put in there right. Sit down, fool. Let's go. In order to get the elite challenge, you have to do the heist in under 15 minutes. You can't fail any of the hacks, and you can't restart. So if you have to restart, then you blow it. Or if you don't fill your bags, you blow it. Or if you blow one of the hacks on the basement. All right, left D-pad to put on your rebreather mask.
Okay, next stop, maintenance. Perfect. As we say in Navy, you want the element of surprise? Choose least hygienic option. Now, enjoy your little swim, yes?
I try not to kill him. I don't need any code keys. I don't need gate keys or anything like that. And so I try not to kill anybody that I don't have to get through this.
Are you in?
Just to avoid taking a chance on alerting somebody.
I knew you'd be fine. How likely is it I have two operations in the same way, huh? Now, we look for the vault. Maybe start in the central building.
And normally you can wait right here at this corner for this guy, but I kind of run up here and wait on him at the next corner. Oop. And just sneak past him. If you kill that guy, they'll see you, so don't kill him. They'll see, either they see him die or something. Whatever happens, the guards get alerted, so it's better to just sneak past him. Don't forget to get the safe. All right, the way I do this thing here, for some people try to do it by sight and want to see, well, it looks like that each part belongs where it's at, and it's better to just count it. So, see that the top piece? They're in order. That's what goes in the second slot. That's what goes in the third slot. That's what goes in the fourth slot, and so on and so forth. So what you do is you start with the number 1 one, go to the second slot, start with that same picture, push once. Go to the next slot, look for the first picture, go 1, 2, and there you go. That's what goes in the third slot. So we'll do it again. There's that. Then we'll 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 4. Those were the same, so I could tell it was the next one. So 1, 1. There, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I screwed this up. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So I'm counting these things rather than. I mean, I now that I've done it so many times, I recognize most of it. I don't have to count it, but whenever you get confused, if you'll just count, you're guaranteed to get through it a whole lot quicker.
And here we are again.
For anybody that doesn't understand this plasma cutter thing, watch your level over on the right hand side. It says target. Squeeze it till it gets almost up to red, then back off. Squeeze it, back off.
Once in the Baltic Sea, the
There you go.
submarine was so cold, the plasma in my plasma cutter froze, and somehow it's still overheated. There is something about way to steal a bottle of booze, which speaks to me on a very deep level.
This was a very shitty run.
They have sealed the drainage pipe, and you will need another way out.
So that guy in here is pointed away from me, so I can go ahead and just jump straight across. Go down. There we go. And we're out. Run out here and kill this guy. Steal his motorcycle.
Good work. The compound is behind us, and they still have no idea what's hit them. We are almost home. Just get out of there.
Run behind this guard. Go in between these trees right here. Come up just right of this tree. Go in between here, to the left of that tree. Go just to the left of the palm tree. Straight off the edge. Hit your left D-pad, put on your mask. Those three mines out there, swim out to the 3 mines, and once you get in between them, it should end it. If you don't, there are some spots that if you don't get in the right place, you could swim for miles away from that island before it finally ends it. So there's a trigger point in here that ends it somewhere. There it is. All right, 1 hour and 9 minutes, 10 minutes. I wasn't in hard mode, so the Elite Challenge only pays 50,000. If you're in hard mode, it'll pay you 100,000, which will kind of make up for what they take out. That was a really crappy spawn. Normally I do 1.3 to 1.5, sometimes up to 1.8. And that's the heist. Hope you guys like it. If you like it, hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. I'm doing this mostly just to be able to link the video to people to help show them what I'm doing when I do the heist, because I help a lot of people in game to try to show them how to do it solo. It's the most efficient way I've found to do it. That's a wrap.